What is up, Legend? Shining Beyond is now global, so you guys can rock out. I'm staying on a server that I'm on. I'm actually allowed to play with you guys on it, so rock on. Anyway, there's a lot different, but a lot stayed the same. Now, first of all, we have the Christmas music and Christmas background going on right now. I don't know if I like this. 1 second. Do I like? I like the wings. So we have the special event. And we have a new character. I'm going to show you a new character in a bit. But we're going to do the special event. There's new characters right there. Alright, so let's check out this new event. I mean, I don't want the 2-tank rotation again. She's supposed to be 4 events too, but I'm good. Put Artemis in. So you get, you actually get the blue wings. There's a lot free too. You get a whole bunch of free stuff coming in for the global. Thanksgiving canceled. We're gonna skip that. You guys can watch that. Alright, this is way too easy. I kind of like don't even need to use your skills. I'm gonna auto it. Let them rock out. So the way this game works, if you are new to this game, is you have your 4 characters, and each character has 2 normal skills or 2 special skills. They actually have their melee or ranged attacks that they do as well. So technically you have 4 attacks. But as you can see, the special skills all have timers and cooldowns, and you need to actually have MP to use them. You also have your big skill, which will come up when you see them flashing, which I can actually, I'm going to show you in a second. I'm going to use it on somebody. Why are we beating up a turkey? This poor thing. And we can do that stuff. Now that's what she does with her shield. Wow, he just died before I can even get Shizu to do anything. Alright, Shizu's gonna game. That happened. Alright. And as you can see, it has a cast. Ching ching. She's such a stylish little bae. I love her. But you have a Q system when it comes to actually attacking. That's actually different. That's actually different than what it used to be. That's cool that they gave her a different animation with that. But you have a Q system, and it's going to basically do whichever was clicked first, as you can see. Because I was on auto, the computer was doing kind of like what it wanted to do. And if I was on manual, which is what you kind of need to do later on in the game, you can get away with auto early game, but late game, no, you don't get away with that. Alright, so we're going to look at it again. We're going to rock out. Again, we're skipping this because you guys can look at the story on your own time. Now, I have every character in the game except for the new one. The last 2 new characters, I don't have them. I don't have Fran, and I don't have this new guy here. I am going to give him a summon today, though. See what happens. Now, you can actually, if you want to, you can take over for the game and decide. Like see, I could put out Mirror Force right there if I feel people are going to get hurt. The shield pretty much reflects damage and heals them. Apparently the computer thought that it needed a shield for whatever reason on level 11 mobs. That poor, like we making ham, that poor pig thing. I guess it's a hog. For the most part, you do want to keep like the Holy Trinity when it comes to it. You want to have your DPS, you want to have your tank, you want to have your heals if you want to survive. You also want to make sure that each character is good for certain areas. Like this is an event, so there's characters that really have passives to get more damage and take less damage in events. The same thing goes for raids, the same thing goes for PvP. You want to put together even characters that don't necessarily seem all that great are better in PvP overall, and that was a lot to actually take in, because sometimes I used to try to ham-fist it, but sometimes it's just better. Like if you have an SR that's good at PvP, it's probably going to be better than your SSR at PvP, especially if you can level up that SR faster and they have the passive. So just keep that in mind. Some characters are just good overall in everything. Like Shizu, the black-haired samurai girl, she's good in everything. Same thing with Artemis and Thea, which is one of the reasons why they're all on this team. I guess Athena is kind of like that too. Let's speed this up. We looked at enough. Now I wonder, are those other characters in the game? I've never seen them before. Like, are you going to be able to get them? Alright, so also keep in mind that you can't get timed out, like with what just happened. You have a bunch of cool things. We're gonna run it down real quick. On the top left right here, you have your archives, which gives you free access to everything. You get currency and everything else. That's pretty cool. You have your forge, which allows you to actually make characters and make gear. So even if you're just pretty much ending up with super bad luck, over the course of time, you can end up just making characters and making, like, you know, getting them in that basically, so to speak. Do I want to do this? It's an SSR summon ticket. I don't have enough for 2 anyway, so we might as well. I need 50 hero shards on everything, so select. Let's do that. These are characters I already have. Oh, you have a ridiculous amount of shards. Olivia. Bam. So that gives you an SSR ticket just that quick. So even if you're unlucky, pretty much, bam, free SSR ticket. Same thing with SR tickets. You do have to spend a little bit of currency to actually do that though, but that's not that bad of a thing. Anything pending? Nope. You have your wishing section right here, which they give you free wishes every once in a while when you do daily stuff and guild stuff as well. Speaking of guilds, so we go in. Guilds are lucrative if you get into a good and active guild. We're not that active in this one, obviously, because we're waiting for it to be global, but we'll see what happens right now. 23 or 27, we lost a few people. That's so fine. Up to level 16, you can actually have raids too. Hello? You gonna load? Here we go. The raids are pretty easy to actually go ahead and actually beat up on. I don't want to do that. Let's do something more interesting than that. So let's open this up. Usually takes your guild leader to open it up, and then once it is opened up, everybody can go in. You can also passively do it. Your characters will fight on their own over the course of time once you attack once. Now again, you need to have characters that are good at raid because they get extra passives. Let me see, I'm gonna override this. Let's do that. Let's do this. The Mirror Force to get some heals in to survive when he's gonna actually try to do that. Of course, the point is to do as much damage as you can. Alright, Caesar's dead. Block going. Let's do that. Cancel this. She actually got it off. She's about to die. I think everyone's about to die, actually. Yep. So it's just Athena. But that's fine because this is a raid boss and you're not supposed to win. You're just supposed to do as much damage as you can. I'm gonna let her die. So GG on that. Cool. Again, the point is to do as much damage as you can to the boss, and it'll passively do what you did over the course of time. Same thing with the rest of the guild mates until the boss is killed, until we open up a new boss. So it's kind of works out pretty good. So you have the hero section right here, which you have all the heroes that you collected in the game. You can pretty much see everybody in the game, including the ones that you don't have right there. You can cut that off if you don't want to see it, but yeah. The team section, which you can pretty much, that's not what I clicked. There we go. Where you can pretty much set up individual groups, and as you can see right here, you can set up the groups to take on different things who have different passives. Pretty easy to understand. Quest is what I accidentally clicked on, where you get to basically see all the things that you can get for free in the game and stuff that you want to work on. Your bag, which you will always be in here messing around with stuff because this game just drowns you in loot. What you can do is once your bag gets too full is you can auto select and disenchant stuff that is not being used, which gives you enchantment material, which you can actually then turn around and level up gear, which is pretty good. You have your runes, which you can actually put on. Rune system is kind of self-explanatory when it comes to characters. You have your costumes that you currently have, your items, anything free that you have, turkey tokens. I'm not going to use those right now until I vastly determine what I'm going to be using them on. But as you can see here, everything freely that you get in the game is all going to be right here. Like if you have any campaign energy that you want to use, you have these boxes right here, which will give you free gear if you need it. I kind of don't need any of this except for maybe disenchant fodder or something like that. But these purple areas right here, this is good for if you need purple gear for your characters. Then you have the shards of the characters, which pretty much showed you earlier. Now we have summon. Alright, so this is the new banner right here. We have Domenico Fiori, and then we already have Makoto, so we're not looking for her, and I already have Shizu, so I'm not looking for her either, but I want to try to get the new guy. There we go. Going rainbow? No rainbow? Nope. So if you know, if you get a 5-star, if it turns into a rainbow prism. This is a 4-star, so no new character. It's always hype. We do have tickets, so we're going to use the tickets as well. Bam! Alright, so let's go ahead over here. We're going to use these. See if we get any rainbows. So I can actually show you. Well, I can use a ticket and show too. Nope. So I'm just going to skip through. You also get to select summon in the beginning, so if you are after a certain character and you looked up tier list, and by all means then you want to rock out and get that character. Personally, there's a few characters I'm going to suggest at the end of this, but one second, let's get through this first. All right, so we do have one SR summon right here. That's a free one. Let's just do the free one. And also, it determines on what you are specifically wanting to focus on. Like if you want PvP, then you should go after certain characters. See, that's what it looks like when you get an SSR. Dupe. Speaking of which, she's one of the characters that you can try to roll on and get because she's good in all aspects. Alright, so we got parts for her, so now she can level up, which is actually, that was a pretty perfect summon for me. And obviously, if you're going to be re-rolling, the character you're looking at on the screen is definitely who you want to re-roll and try to get. She's good everywhere. She does very high DPS. She probably is the highest DPS in the game. So re-rolling, if you're trying to go after something like that, she literally is the character that you want to do that for. Other suggestions: Athena, of course, because you know Athena is just the base. She has pretty much a heal that carries her overall skill. She pretty much has a heal that heals herself all the way through. So you see, she is arena mastery, so she's good at arena, but she's also good at PvE, which she doesn't have a passive for, but you can still use it. She's also good at fallen mastery, but to me, she's like a super tank. Like if there's ever a tank that you want, it's probably definitely her. Thea, of course, she's Artemis you get from topping up, so she's not necessarily you have to get her. Makoto is actually good. She's a PvP character. You're gonna have plenty of her, so don't worry about it. The same thing with Faye. Faye is good in events. Lucille is kind of okay. I had Lucille back in the beginning until Thea eventually pushed her out. As you can see, she's also good at event and element mastery and adventure, so you can use her and get buffs in adventure, which is one of the reasons why I had her there. Tess, I believe, I didn't want to make her the focus, but let's not have you be the focus. Where did she go? I lost her now. There she is. Alright, Tess is one of the cutest characters in this game, and I know that's not a stat, but she just is. But Tess is your guild raid character, and I have to actually 100% work on her because she's just an awesome character to have. Let's see, who else should we suggest and talk about? I believe Jenny is also good. Jenny is for tower, and you're gonna want to definitely climb the tower because you get a lot of free stuff there. Freya is also good. See, Freya is event and adventure, so if you want to have a pretty good character out there to mess around with. I know you're not gonna have all these characters because I've been playing for like a while. This is pretty much an old character account, but these are just kind of like the characters if you kind of want to look out for and try to summon for. Freya actually and Ultima, they're like Freya, Ultima, and Shizu are one of the 4 super rare characters. So you're not going to actually be able to go after them directly, but you will be able to get after them eventually, and you'll get them because I didn't have to spend any money to get these characters. This eventually all came out over the course of playing. So let's keep that in mind. That's all I got for you guys. I will catch you guys next video. If you want to watch more of Shiny Beyond, I actually have a playlist of plenty of content on this game. So everything that you need to know, you can just have at it. On the bottom left is also going to be content and other stuff on my channel. Happy Thanksgiving, of course, and I'll catch you guys later.